On this episode of Touring the Gorge, I'm traveling just north of Portland to spend a day in downtown Camas, Washington. Join me as I cozy up in the historic Camas Hotel, grab a slice at Twilight Pizza Bistro, wine and dine at K'Syrah, and take a spin at Camas Bike Sport. All of these destinations and more are just seconds away on Touring the Gorge. Well, my first stop is the newly refurbished 100-year-old Camas Hotel. Now, its European-inspired design drew me in at first sight, and since the hotel is within walking distance of everything that downtown Camas has to offer, I think this is the perfect place to start my day. I duck inside and meet the owners, Tom and Karen Hall. Now, Tom was occupied with the hotel's ongoing renovation adventure. He actually does most of the work himself. So, Karen gives me the private grand tour. Talk about hospitality.
In here you'll find the honeymoon suite. And the honeymoon suite is much like most of our rooms in the decor. We kept kind of a vintage flavor with the old-fashioned armoires. And the chairs and the decor are kind of reminiscent of European hotels that we've been to.
Okay.
They have those cute little hotels in Paris where you can kind of go in. That's where we got our inspiration. Okay. And then we kept everything really natural. We have all 100% cotton linens and hemstitch, 400 thread count, luxury sheets and all that. So the most important thing I think in a hotel though is the bed. And we got great mattresses. Everybody gets a good night's sleep here.
That's very important, yeah. So all high-end bedding, high-end beds.
Yes.
So not only do you have a very comfortable and luxurious feeling room, you have an extremely comfortable place to lay down.
Exactly, and the finishing touch in this room is the jacuzzi tub. The bathrooms are all kind of a vintage flavor with nice tile on the floor, but the jacuzzi tub is the special feature in the honeymoon suite for lovers, not just honeymooners.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll notice a lot of pictures of old Camas in the hallway. We were able to get some of these from the mill, which has archives, because the mill's been there for over 100 years.
Oh, okay.
And they have these great archives with photos going back until the early part of the century, even back into the 1800s.
They're really great quality too.
I know, some of them are
photos really clear.
Artistic, yeah. And the logs, and you can see how the town grew along with the industry. Logging and paper is big in the Northwest.
Yeah.
So it's a whole part of this.
And this whole downtown area was nearly destroyed in like 1923 or something by fire, wasn't it?
And floods. They had floods. A flood in the early part of the century that flooded much of the downtown. And that's why along the river you'll see mostly forest. There had been homes there, but they're no longer riverfront.
Oh, okay.
And then there were fires, and there used to be a Camas Hotel was across the street, and this was the commercial hotel. And when that burnt down, I think it was in the 30s, then the commercial hotel adopted the Camas Hotel name. But I actually have something really cute. I had a woman come whose parents had spent their honeymoon in the commercial hotel in 1927, and she came and brought me photos of their honeymoon, and she gave me a little present, and it's a bottle opener from the commercial hotel from 1927 that they saved from their honeymoon.
Oh wow! And she gave it to you.
She gave it to me as a little gift.
Well,
so I'm going to put it up here with our mementos.
Absolutely. Very cool.
But that's what I love about Camas. They really keep their history. There's a lot of pride in having built this town and made it, the work ethic and.
Yeah, and there's a lot more history than I think most people would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And what they've retained here is, because it hasn't been traditionally a tourist town, is a real, honest, authentic small town feel. When you walk around, the people are so sweet, and that's what attracted us to the community. In here we have our guest lounge. We call it the Mill Lounge and Terrace, and we serve breakfast out on the terrace, and people can enjoy it all day long during the summer and fall months. Yeah. And then this room, we're still playing with all the decorative features, adding stencils in the lobby, and here we want to add little murals like leaves and some birds. It's kind of a sunroom, so
right, yeah. No,
we'll play with it.
That'd go very well in here.
Yeah.
The Camas Hotel, obviously overflowing with charm and nostalgia. And then of course the owners, who make you feel like a good friend and ensure your stay is as comfortable and enjoyable as possible. So I'm having a lot of fun at the hotel, but it's about lunchtime, I'm getting hungry, and I've been told about a place where I can go and grab a slice of Camas. When Touring the Gorge returns.
So the name Twilight, obviously there's a lot of hype around the movies Twilight.
Yeah.
And your name doesn't have anything to do with that,
No,
and that it was filmed here in the Gorge.
Way associated. It was filmed in Forks. We're not vampires.
I'm glad.